You find yourself in a destructive relationship pattern. You might wonder, how do I break free? How do I heal this pattern? The first thing is, of course, individual work, focusing on healing some core childhood wounds. But within the relationship, some of the things that we can do to start the healing process is first looking at what are we telling ourselves? What is the monologue that we're telling ourselves in regards to our relationship, in regards to ourself in that relationship, and changing those if they're very negative or guilt ridden or depressing or shaming. And becoming aware of that monologue can be really helpful because the story we tell ourselves does create the life that we experience. Next, we can look at improving communication in a healthier way. What this looks like is addressing things as they come up instead of letting them kind of boil over and then explode. So, being more comfortable with generally being calm and bringing it up, I don't like when you do that, could you not do that? Or what could be better is saying, I need fill in the blank, is that possible? And starting to look towards better communication and more compromise. And finally, what can help us start to break free from these patterns is avoiding going to people in our lives that keep us in those patterns, that reaffirm our patterns, that tell us that makes total sense. Because if we notice our patterns aren't working, we need to find support that actually will support the shift that we want to make. So sometimes people think people are their friends that basically just um, tell them everything's fine and don't ever challenge them. So finding support that will point things out to you, that will help you move towards the growth that you need, and likely avoiding your family of origin for support because part of the patterns that you have come from them. So they're likely going to reaffirm unhelpful ways of approaching things. And then the final piece is really looking at not making someone a one stop shop. So when I work with people with codependent relationships, the tendency is for them to want someone that can be all things to them: a best friend, a lover, a spiritual guide, uh, a caregiver. That is a recipe for disaster. We need multiple people. It doesn't mean romantically, but we need multiple people to support us in different ways so that we can accept the person wherever they are and really value what they can offer to us.